Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Doom 2. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. Something that you guys need to know is that I'm in a very dark place right now. Oh boy. I'm in a very bad spot right now, and so I apologize ahead of time because for a little while over the next, probably few weeks worth of episodes, I'm gonna be in a tough spot. I will not be my normal jovial self for a little while, and so I do want to apologize to you guys ahead of time for that. I'm going through some very hard personal stuff right now, and I feel like this is a very weird place to talk about this. I feel like playing Doom 2 is probably one of the most awkward places to talk about personal matters in this context, but oh boy, oh no, oh god. Okay, there we go. I don't know how to get out of that area. I don't, and now I'm kind of caught in a weird spot here. Yeah. Ah, shit. Oh, look what's going on. There we go. Okay, we're back at the beginning now. But yeah, I'm going through some very hard personal stuff right now that I'm having a really hard time with. And I won't go too hard into details here, but I will tell you a little bit of it. I've always felt like I can talk with you guys about serious things and no judgment or anything. But essentially, my longtime girlfriend and I, we kind of broke things off late last night, and I'm having a really hard time, dealing with that right now. And so I apologize for not being my normal self. It's just, this is something that, I wonder how I'm supposed to deal with that. Interesting. It's something that it's going to be very hard for me to be able to handle for a while, and so I apologize if it's hard for you guys to watch these sometimes, just on the merits that I'm not the happiest guy in the world, and I'm not cracking jokes all the time, and my voice is a little bit more monotone. I've gone through a lot of pain in the last 24 hours or so. It's just we kind of reached a point where we needed to be away from each other, and those things happen. And oh, I need to get up there. That's a place where I need to be, I think. I'm not sure, but might as well try it. Yes, this is a place that I haven't been into yet. Oh no, oh god, dude, I don't need this guy right now, seriously. So yeah, it's just I won't go into the details out of respect for her, and it's something that it's not like it ended on bad terms. It's just things happen that we realized that maybe we need some time apart, and that's what it came down to. Is the hard thing is that she's a girl that that we've both entertained marriage, and when that becomes part of the conversation, obviously things are a little different. But this is something that we both agreed was important, that needed to happen. If we're able to rekindle things further down the road when certain circumstances aren't getting in the way, then we'll do that. But until then, this is how it needs to be, and so I'm having a very hard time coming to terms with that, and just accepting it. I'm very torn up inside over. Oh, hey, what is up? Oh my god. Cool. That's fantastic. Not quite what I had in mind there. At least I know where to go now, though. So that's not quite as big of a problem. But yeah, so I don't want to bore you guys with too much more of that. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know, where I'm currently at right now, and kind of a little bit of what's going on. And for those of you that have kind of been following along with this on Twitter and whatnot over the past day, and have been able to talk with me about it. I really appreciate all of you and all of the kind words of encouragement that you've had. You guys have really made this a lot easier for me to be able to handle, and just knowing that I have a support system outside of, you know, just my immediate group of friends and my immediate family, and knowing that, you know, a lot of you guys that I've never even met in person or really even know that well at all have shown, you know, your support. That really means a lot to me, especially in a time like this where I'm you know, in need of something like that. So I want to tell all of you guys how much I really appreciate your willingness to have kind words to say, and that's one reason why I always feel like I can talk to you guys about things, because you guys understand, and it's another reason why I love doing this as much as I do, because I always know that, you know, if I ever do need to talk about serious things, and not always in a jokey manner, that you guys are always there, and I can never convey to you guys exactly how much, you know, how important that is to me. So I really thank all of you for just listening. You know, you guys are all wonderful people, and I thank you a lot for that. So with that said, a little 6-minute, you know, rant-ski out of the way, and I actually do have something cool to talk about that I had found out about the other day. I'm not as I don't really have the same type of excitement over it right now, just because I'm like physically and emotionally drained from all this. So I apologize if I'm not all, you know, all chipper and whatnot and talking about it. But this is a really cool thing, though, that I had read about. I don't know how many of you guys actually saw it, but what it was, it's so cool. It is amazing to me that it's amazing to me that they're still finding like little Easter eggs in old games. Like I was just reading about something, like it was like a few weeks to like a month ago, about how in like the Mortal Kombat arcade games, like MK1, 2, and 3, they, like somebody, oh wow, exit's right there. That's crazy. What the hell's on with this room right now? Am I like missing something or what? Oh, okay, I had to shoot it. Yeah, they were in the Mortal Kombat arcade games. They were apparently somebody for the very first time just discovered an Easter egg that was like close to, what, probably close to 30 years old. It was called, I think it was called the Ed Boon menus, or something like that, where you have to do, and I don't even know, I don't have any idea how the person that found out about this found out about it, because I'll get to that in a minute. But apparently what it is on the arcade console, or like on the arcade cabinets, there was a special, oh shit, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good, I'm gonna die in here, no. Oh god. That is a very humiliating way to die. You walk out in the first area of this, and you just take a death like that. That was not a very savory way to go. But anywho, so you put in this very specific combination of buttons and whatnot, and then you're able to see this cool special menu where you can see like all of the character endings and whatnot. And there's like, you can play like different mini games, and you can do, I think you can do like sound tests and stuff, and there's like a bunch of like I think there was like some different like cool little unlockable things. There was like a special message from Ed Boon in it, I think, and just really cool thing. And they're all just a little bit different between each game. Like in the one in like the Mortal Kombat 3 one, you could play like the little special like Space Invaders-esque minigame, or no, it was like the Galaga one. And that one was really cool, and it was like really intriguing on how they kind of brought that whole experience together. But the crazy thing is how the person that found out about it, because the freaking button combination that you had to enter in order to unlock this thing makes literally no sense at all. Like, I just, like, there is no possible way. Like, it is one of the most, like, completely by chance type of button combinations I have ever seen. Like, what you had to do in it is you had to, like, hit block 10 times and on one side. You had to, like, on the left player side, you have to hit block, like, 10 times. Then you got to go to the right side and hit block, like, 7 times. It's just like this kind of input combination of back, like, doing back and forth input things between the controllers. And it's just like block 10 times, block 7 times, block twice, block 3 times, 4 times, blah 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 blah, and then I think you hit start, and if it worked, then it would take you to that menu. But that is so completely and utterly bizarre that like that type of combination was just found out about for the very first time after all these years. No freaking wonder, you know. I mean, it's hardly surprising that it took somebody that long to figure it out, because it's the most obscure thing I think I've ever read in my life. But so that was one. But the one I found out about over the weekend was, and it's really, I can't believe that nobody found out about this one, because it's such a subtle thing that you would have thought somebody would have figured it out by now. But what happens in it is, in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES, there is, in 2 different stages of the game, there are these special little Easter eggs that, specifically in the Bald Bull level, and I think it was also in the Piston Honda level, there is, for the thing that you can do in the Piston Honda level that gives you the instant knockout, where he kind of like does that little hopping backwards thing before he, oh my god, I didn't even see that guy, jeez. Alright. Well, that's cool. Yeah, there's like the moment where Piston Honda jumps backwards before he starts like his little kind of like lightning round punching attack deal. And apparently there's a little, like, out in the crowd, there's like a little visual cue that you can see one of the people like sitting in the stands. There's like one person. I don't remember, I think he's like 7 frames over, or like 7 people over in the stands, and what he does is the moment that you're supposed to attack, or like the very moment before you're supposed to attack in this situation, this particular person sitting in the stands will actually like duck. He like ducks in the stands, or like he kind of like moves his face. And when he does that, that's when you hit the punch button, and you will knock him out. It's like a picture-perfect timing exercise, that if you see him, you hit the button and you'll knock him out. And it also happens again in the Bald Bull level, where, you know, he rears back to do, oh no! Oh god! Oh god! Oh, get the BFG out, man! Oh! Oh, I'm really glad that worked out the first time. That was not going to look very good if it didn't work out that way. But yeah, so when Bald Bull goes back to do his crazy-ass charge move that I've only successfully countered like 1 time in my life, it's, the same visual cue will happen with the same exact person, and you can like successfully use that tool pretty much every time to knock him out. It's so awesome. And that one is more astonishing to me that one was just discovered for the first time. Because you would think after all the years of people playing that game that somebody would have noticed that. Because it's right there in front of you, you know, the whole time. And you never really think to look out there. Because, I mean, you always think about, like, crowds in NES games as just being, you know, really kind of static, immovable object type of things, you know, where they're just working off of a, you know, programmed thing where they're only making like 1 or 2 movements over the course of their animation, and that's it. You wouldn't think that there would actually be like a specific, oh my god, we have 1%. You wouldn't think that there would be like a specifically programmed thing. Oh my god, this is awful. Oh boy, this is bad. This is very bad. But yeah, you wouldn't think there would have been like one specifically programmed thing. I don't know why I grabbed a pistol. Wrong button. Big problem. Here we go. This isn't too bad. Could be way worse. Heyo! Whoa! God. Went from hey yo to hey whoa. Good lord. But yeah, dude, that's a really cool thing to have seen kind of unfold. And I watched the video for it, and I'm like, how did I not notice this? Especially with how much I love watching videos on stuff like that. Like the guy that played that blindfolded at one of the Awesome Games Done Quick thing, and he played the game blindfolded. I don't know how I didn't notice it there. Or all those things, you know, especially for the people that play those games and they study them like just explicitly like that, and they never even knew. It's so cool. But yeah, so that was kind of my one other thing that I wanted to kind of get out there tonight. It's kind of whoa. Kind of the one really cool thing that I had happen this weekend in the midst of kind of what I have gone through over the course of this week. Oh man, that's what's hitting me. That's what's getting me right now. I should probably just take this invulnerability and roll with it. We need to do that right now. We need to start taking these guys down. These revenants are becoming a very big pain in the ass. Luckily, we've got enough ammo to be able to deal with them. Good. Gotta go around the back. I'll take one of those. Gotta roll around the back and deal with all the cacodemons. That is not what I was looking for. Why did this show up this time and not the last time? Is it just like the angle that we walked into the room at, or what? Oh crap. This is a damaging floor, isn't it? I think this is a damaging floor. No, actually it can't be. At least I don't think so. I mean, what do I know, though? What a weird thing. That is such a weird room. Why would that even be a thing? Huh. How bizarre. Oh boy. It's also totally crazy to me that people are finding ways to beat games, like, insanely fast, you know? Like, how much work it takes for somebody to know exactly where every single thing is and the quickest way to go about doing it. Like, especially with games that are just coming out. Like, I read about a guy beating Dark Souls 3 in like an hour and a half or something like that. It's like, how the hell do you do that? I've already even seen people, they're like over an hour and a half into it, and they're like barely anywhere. Like, how could you possibly play a game that much in such a short time that you could have the whole damn thing like memorized down to a T, you know? People are crazy. But that's one really awesome thing about gaming, though, is that, I mean, you can have people like that. It's such an intriguing part of the industry that, you know, you can have people that excel so wildly at games like this, or games in general, and you just like seeing, you know, viewing their greatness as it unfolds in front of you is such an awesome thing to behold, you know. I feel like it never really gets enough appreciation when it's actually happening. I do not know where to go right now. feel like I'm in such a weird, like, backwards labyrinth. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Looks like it's kind of, you know, shaping up a little bit now. We're kind of getting a little bit of our bearings here. Still out in the open. Didn't even kill all the revenants like I had wanted to, but you know what? It's getting the job done. We'll definitely call this an episode here pretty quick. I just want to try to get through a little more. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I just again, I really appreciate you guys, you know, being able to hang in with me. I know that I'm pretty much talking to nobody right now, but I know you guys are listening. So again, all of your guys' help during this will be great. I mean, this is one of my biggest outlets for, you know, for de-stressing and being able to kind of unwind from the vigorous stresses of my everyday life, and so believe me when I say that every little bit of this is extremely therapeutic for me, and I thank you guys so much for that. Okay, let's go kill this guy before we get killed in the process here. I don't know how we got through this last time. There he is. I'm not gonna let him get me. Not this time. No way. There's definitely rockets over there. I could probably use those for some time in the future. Cool. I didn't unleash anything heinous either, which is also pretty awesome. So let's go around the corner here. Just around the river bend. And we'll go in here. I don't really know what that's going to entail, but we're going to go for it. Oh my god, that is terrifying. Wow. I was actually kind of disappointed in that BFG charge. I really wouldn't have thought that I would have had to have exhausted 3 of those to pull that off. But the prospect of having all of these here is pretty cool. However, why exactly would they be giving me all of these? I mean, this game pretty much never does this unless there's something absolutely horrible within, you know, arm's reach, more or less. But, you know, if it's going to put me at 168%, then I pretty much have to roll with it. And I'm going to take out the BFG just in case, because I don't trust this at all. Okay. Alright. If we're going to play it like that, then I guess we're going to play it like that. That's so weird. Why would it take me right there? That doesn't make any sense. Or, oh, you know what? Actually, it totally makes sense. The point was to go in there and get the blue key. That was it. I understand now. Okay, where's this blue door at? I don't even... Oh, no, that's... Okay, that's where the exit is. I remember this now. It's all coming together. Kinda. Where did I come into this place from? I feel... Oh, hey! You don't even stand a chance in there, brother. Okay, so what exactly... I heard something open. And it just looks like it was that thing again. Where did I come into this place from? I truthfully, for whatever reason, I cannot remember where I came in to this place from. Was it over... Oh, it was over here. Okay. I remember now. It all makes sense again. Carlos Sensabaugh. There it is. Okay. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Only took us 10 minutes to get through that level. Alright, we are at the Citadel now, but I think for now I'm pretty much exhausted now. My body has taken about all it can take today. I have exhausted so much energy and tears and so much over all of this that it really has worn me down a lot. And so I think that I'm going to call it a night for now. We got a good solid length episode out of this, so when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Doom 2, I'll hopefully be in better spirits than this. I know it's going to be a hard road, but I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can. So I thank all of you guys for sticking with me through all of it. And this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. When we come back, we're going to try to tackle the Citadel and see how that rolls over. One can only hope. So, you guys take it easy, and thank you again. I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.